reborn as
Yeah,
a
but
new person.
you will not think you are Rahul. You will know you are Rahul. And you will forget that you are Navjot.
Yes, just like
For
I
example,
am now thinking I am Navjot, then I will be thinking that I am Rahul.
correct. Because right now you are Navjot, correct? Suppose in your previous birth you were Rahul. Are you thinking you were Rahul?
No.
You don't know. You don't know
No,
who you are. You don't
I
know.
understand. I understand that the memory will be erased, but I will be thinking that time that I am Rahul.
Yeah, you will think I am Rahul, correct?
Is that what we mean by rebirth?
No, no, it's not that. It's not only your thinking. That means rebirth means that Navjot will be finished. There will be no Javjot.
I'll be believing that I am Rahul.
No, no, the life of Navjot will come to an end. If you
Right.
own a cycle will not be yours. Somebody will take away your cycle. Who do you live with? You have parents. Your parents, they know. For everybody, Navjot is over. There is no Navjot. Jai Hind,
Right.
as I say, Jana Gana Mana, over. The story is over. Then you start a new story as Rahul, rebirth. You carry the karma of Navjot. Whatever is your karma, good or bad, you carry it as Rahul. And Rahul will enjoy good or bad depending on what Navjot's karma was.
Is that what we mean by rebirth?
Yeah.
Am I correct on?
Huh? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So rebirth, the simple question is, rebirth is when one body dies and you transmigrate into another body. It's called transmigration. That's a good word to
Right.
use in terms of rebirth.
So this will keep on until I realize that I am not the ego.
Correct. I am not Rahul. I am not Rahul. I am not this body. I am not the mind. I am the Atma.
Right.
When you realize I
Right.
am the Atma, then there is no rebirth. Then then you become one with God.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bridget has a question. So the question of Bridget is
Hello, Shivam.
Shivoham.
I would like to know. The soul is a collective and connected with God, and soul plus God are within it everywhere, right?
Right?
The mind and ego are me.
Yeah.
How I can collect all together, harmonize everything.
Good. So I'm repeating the question for others because I have your, and thank you very much for sending the question in writing. So Bridget says, the soul is a collective in connection with God, and soul and God are within. Soul and God, no, Bridget. Soul
Oh,
is God.
okay.
Soul, so the soul, don't believe that two. There are no two. There is no soul and God. There is only one. The soul is a drop of God. Suppose, for example, you are having a bottle of orange juice. You take the orange juice and you drink it. So now the orange juice is inside you. So inside you is the soul. The soul and God, soul or God are within, and that soul is in you. The soul is in me. The soul is in everybody. Everybody has a soul. Because without a soul, there can be no life. The soul is the one that gives life. All right? Are we clear about it?
Yes.
Okay. The mind and ego, we call that me. Because the mind thinks I am Bridget. The ego says I am Bridget. So the mind and ego becomes the me. How can I collect all together? So when you harmonize, how can you harmonize everything?
Yes.
When you harmonize everything, you realize that I am actually not Bridget. Actually, my name is Bridget. When I was born, when I was a small baby, I was not Bridget. Then they called me, they gave me a name. What do we call this sweet little baby? Okay, let's call Rosie. No, not Rosie. Let's call Diana. No, let us call Bridget. So the name was given to you. But because of the mind and ego, you tell everybody, I'm Bridget. I'm Bridget. Hello, I am Bridget speaking, because we think we are Bridget. Now, Bridget, how can you harmonize? The challenge is not to harmonize. The challenge is to realize. The problem is, if you harmonize, you will not realize. So you have to realize, what you must realize, that this body was not a body. This body was a small little dot in my mother's womb. You were a small dot, and then the body was formed. And one day this body will die. It will die or not? The
Mhm.
body will die. But you, the one who is alive, the soul inside, will never die. You will never die. Why are people scared today of death? People are scared because they don't realize, I will never die. We are immortal. We will the body will die. The body of Bridget will die. But when the body will die, you, who is in Bridget, inside, you are the soul, you will fly. And you will fly. Bridget, if you think you are me, mind and ego, you will come back in another body. But if you realize I am the soul, then you won't come back. Then you will fly and you will become one with God.
Okay, I understand.
That is the
And
goal.
where we go?
We become one with the divine. We don't know.
Where
don't-
is the divine?
Okay, so you look up at the sky. Can you see so
Yeah.
many planets? Can you see so much energy in the sky? That
Yeah.
is just, that is an inspiration to tell us how unlimited he is. How we cannot make out. It's like asking me the question, how many tubs I need to empty the Pacific Ocean?
I don't know.
We cannot know.
Many, probably.
No, we cannot. It's not possible to measure it. It is
No.
not possible to take out the Pacific Ocean because we don't have a place to empty it. We cannot take out.
Yes. Yes, right.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you for your answer.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you. Kumar Swami.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam Kumar Swami.
Actually, I am having two questions. Number one, at the time of death, which will live first, either soul or our prana?
Scientifically, there is no answer to this question, but spiritually, it all lives together. Spiritually, at the moment of death, see, now scientifically, you can put some meter and you can say that after the death is announced, the heart is still beating, the brain is still functioning. So, Kumar Swami, honest answer, if you ask me, that fraction of a second does not matter. What we must understand, Kumar Swami, is that at death, the body will become mud, mitti. You understand that? The body becomes useless. And the soul leaves the body, death happens. At that point of time, one of two things happen. The Kumar Swami who was alive inside the me, the mind and the ego, if you are enlightened, if you know, I am not Kumar Swami, I am the divine soul, then your Atma, your soul will become one with God. But if you don't realize, then you will be reborn as per your karma. That is what we should know. Don't worry about it.
But I have studied one Maharishi's one scripture.
Yeah.
So in that, what he told is, first prana will leave.
Yeah.
After prana leaves, then your subtle body leaves along with the Atma.
Maybe.
This is first the physical body has to dead. That means the prana should stop immediately. And it will go. Then afterwards, the soul will go out along with the subtle body, like that. One Rishi said. So
Maybe.
I was in confusion.
No, maybe. How does it matter? I'm not even bothered. Whether the prana goes and then it goes. See, there are two ways. No. Now you just tell me there are only two options. One option, the prana goes, then the Atma goes. The second option, because the Atma goes, then the prana goes. How does it matter? To me, it hardly matters.
It is a confusion state.
No, but don't be confused, Kumar Swami. It does not matter. Your mind is confusing you. Tell your mind, I don't care. Whether whether you put the butter, whether you put the butter on the toast or you put the toast on the butter. How does it matter?
No, in logical way, we have to think in sir, whether which is living first. Because one side, the soul is giving power to all
Yeah.
to work. So if soul is moving first, prana is going next. Or
Logically, the soul must go first. Only when the soul goes, the prana will go, right? When the soul goes, prana will stop. Prana will not go anywhere. Prana stops.
Stop.
Then, because if you want to complicate who goes, the subtle body. The subtle body, if you want simple subtle body, ME, mind and ego. If you want more detail, MIME, mind, intellect, memory, ego. You want more detail, mind, intellect, memory, ego, pranas, everything, 19 aspects. Now, why should we complicate, Kumar Swami? It only we will lose our, keep it simple. Simple, what happens? When the body dies, the Atma leaves the body dies. The moment the body dies, the Antahakarna, which means the software, the subtle body, invisible body, it leaves the body. The mind, the ego, it leaves and it is born in a new womb of a new mother. That is all we need to know.
Sir, the second question is, how many conscious we are having in our body?
How many?
Conscious. How many conscious we are having in the body? Because one scripture is saying that through the senses we are having a conscious one and the divine conscious. So two consciousness they are telling. There is some confusion here.
Okay, there's no. Okay, let me explain to you. One, you must understand there is consciousness. Consciousness means awareness, means energy and the life that is in you. It is called consciousness. That is clear? That's only one consciousness. In this consciousness, the eyes can see. If the consciousness leaves, your eyes cannot see. Your ears can hear, the nose can smell, the tongue can taste. It is only in the consciousness all this can happen. It is all one consciousness. In science, they may say conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious. All these are different levels or stages of being conscious. But the consciousness is one. It is not two. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Are we coming back to yesterday's questions? I thought we were asking Surinder, Hitkari, Kumar, Krishna Sharma, Sudeep. Okay, let's get to this point. Sudeep, yes, Sudeep.
Sir, I'll base my question on something we had discussed a few days back when I asked you a question that why can't Aham Brahmasmi be taught first and I don't need Tattvamasi? So what you said is that Vedanta will have two steps. First is the discrimination on what is true and what is myth, Atma and Anatma. And then we blend it together to say that everything is Brahman, which is the basic substance of the universe. So that's what I'm going to take as a base. With these steps known to me, that ultimately everything is Brahman, should there any be debate whether the mind and ego is going to be accompanied by Atma or not? That the debate doesn't take place because everything is Brahman in any case.
Yeah.
So when I'm not the mind and the body, why should I worry about it? On how is it going to be transformed or?
Because we are not enlightened, no? The moment we are enlightened, nothing matters.
Exactly. So, right. So that debate that we were having yesterday, that seems to be, I mean, going in the wrong direction, like you always tell me. I go in the wrong direction.
So why do we have this discussion? For example, you know that for example, if you start having all these arguments and discussions, that is by the mind. The mind is, the moment you are enlightened, what do you know, Sudeep? The moment you're enlightened, you know, neti, not the body, not the mind. Tattvamasi. I am the divine soul. I am Atma Brahma. This Atma is Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. Everywhere there is Atma Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi. I am a manifestation of the divine. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Rebirth does not matter. I don't want rebirth. I don't believe in rebirth. I'm not entertaining rebirth because I will not be reborn. I am not the body. Karma is not mine. then why should I worry?
So exactly that's what I'm saying. So when Prajnanam Brahma is one of our Mahavakyas, so can't we interpret it in this way that Prajnanam Brahma is also the substance of the Atma only. So Atma is already everywhere.
Of
So
course.
Atma can move from, like air can move from one point to another one. The breeze can blow from JP Nagar to Jayanagar.
There is,
But
see,
the air is we not say that the air has taken a rebirth. Air
so
can
yes,
move.
no. So
So
yesterday,
migration can take place, like you said in the beginning, migration can take place, but not the rebirth.
yesterday there was a discussion whether the Atma is an individual Atma, and it goes from, the Atma goes from our body to another body. The question is, how does the Atma go? Does it go in a bullet train? Does it go in airplane?
Atma doesn't need to go, no? Atma is all
No,
around us.
because
It's like
the
air.
Atma merge goes in through the atmosphere. So when it goes through the atmosphere, it merges with the Paramatma, which is everywhere. There is no chance.
True.
There is no chance of the transmigration of Atma from one body to another body. Has to be through. It is through the Paramatma, because Paramatma is everywhere. Even as per Bhagavad Gita, Paramatma is everywhere.
Correct.
Har kan kan mein Paramatma
Correct.
hai. So that, but the
Correct.
mind doesn't agree. The mind says, no, 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 no. The ego says, my Atma. The ego says, my Atma goes from my body to my new body. This is the ego's.
That's possibly
ignorance.
that traditionally we say na कि उसकी आत्मा ने दूसरा जन्म ले लिया. That's traditionally
यही तो problem है. We say, may his soul rest in peace.
correct.
How can the soul rest in peace?
The rest is, it's already in peace.
The soul cannot rest in peace. The soul is already peaceful. The soul, so this is the problem. And we are, see, this is where the mind is catching us in Maya. So we have to be able to be liberated from Maya. But enlightenment is the answer. Enlightenment is the solution. Thank you, Sudhir. Vittal.
Next.
Vittal, and we will open to yesterday's. After Vittal's question, today's questions will be over, but yesterday's subject of discussion, if anybody wants, we can continue for a few minutes after Vittal. Yes, Vittal.
शिवम गुरुजी.
Sure.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन कर्मा जो लॉ है उससे रिगार्डिंग था कि किसी का जो ड्यूटी है वो ही जीव हत्या है, जैसे कि जो फांसी देता है उसकी होती है, तो फिर उसके कर्म किस तरीके से डिसाइड होते हैं कि वो पुण्य में जाएंगे, पाप में जाएंगे, उसका रिबर्थ किस हिसाब से होगा?
जिसको फांसी मिले
नहीं, जो फांसी देता है अब वो उसकी ड्यूटी कर रहा है तो
ओके तो एक बात तो है ना, आप प्लीज ध्यान से सुनिए, ठीक है? सपोज आप जेल में काम करते हैं और आप फांसी दे रहे हैं
जी,
क्या आपको कभी मुक्ति मिलेगी?
नहीं, पर मैं ड्यूटी कर रहा हूँ ना सर, मतलब मैं कर्मबद्ध हूँ एक तरीके से.
So I'm asking you the question. अगर आप फांसी दे रहे हैं, क्या आपको मुक्ति मिलेगी? क्यों नहीं मिलेगी विठल? बिकॉज आपको फांसी का काम करना मजबूरी नहीं है आपको. आप बोलो गो टू हेल, मैं नहीं दूंगा फांसी, मैं जाके रोड पे बैठूंगा, भीख मांगूंगा, मैं क्यों फांसी दूं किसी को? मेरा काम नहीं फांसी देना, मैं नहीं दूंगा. मानते हम नहीं मानते?
जी जी जी.
कोई आपको बोलता है, कोई आपको बोलता है आप आके हमारे मटन के शॉप में काम करो, हर रोज चिकन को काटो, हर रोज मछली को काटो. आप बोलेंगे ये मेरी ड्यूटी है, मैं डेली मछली को मारता हूं, मैं डेली चिकन को मारता हूं. अरे क्यों मारते हो? ये तो आपका चॉइस है, आप गलत काम क्यों करते हो? तो बिल्कुल कर्म आपके ऊपर है. जो आप काम करते हैं वो धर्म नहीं, वो कर्म है. ये धर्म का एक्सक्यूज में कर्म से एस्केप नहीं हो सकता है. सॉरी, समझ गए? आंसर आ गया?
यही जानना था. जी जी जी,
आ गया ना? हमें कुछ गलत काम नहीं करना है. हमें धर्म, अगर हमारे मेरे पिताजी बोलते हैं यू मर्डर दैट फेलो, तो मेरे पिताजी ने बोला मुझे मर्डर करना है. अरे मैं क्यों मर्डर करूं? आप करो, मैं नहीं करता हूं.
जी जी जी.
Thank you. We are spending the next in asking questions of yesterday about the transmigration of the soul, who is reincarnated. Does anybody want to ask questions of that subject only? And especially Krishna Sharma, who asked
Sir.
the question, Sudeep
Sir.
Surinder Goyal.
Sir,
Anybody
Krishna
wants to
Sharma on the line, sir.
Krishna Sharma, yes.
You have to clear my doubt.
Tell me,
Still,
sir.
I feel Jivatma will transmigrate along with mind and ego to complete its cycle and to get liberated.
Correct. Bilkul, you're absolutely right. But dear Krishna Sharma,
Yes,
the
sir.
Jeev Atma, as it is transmigrating, it is not exclusively your Jeev Atma. It is part of Param Atma. That is the only point to understand.
No doubt about it, sir. But unless until the entire karma is completed,
Yeah.
Same Jivatma, same particle will move with mind and ego.
The answer to you is the bondage of the karma is for the mind and ego.
Sure,
The bondage is not of the Jivatma.
No. Bondage is not for Jivatma. It is for mind and ego only.
That's all.
But who is to be liberated? Who is to be liberated?
Yeah, the Jeev Atma is only transmigrating you from one body to another.
Agree, sir. But finally, who is to be liberated? Whether mind and ego are to be liberated?
Yes.
Mind and ego are to be liberated.
Yes.
No, sir. Sushma Sarira will not have any kind of this.
Now you listen to me.
Yes, sir.
The mind and ego, the Sukshma Sharir, has been created how, Krishna Sharma, you know that?
Panchbhutas.
1 minute. The Sthul Sharir comes
sir.
from the Sukshma Sharir,
Yes, sir.
and the Sukshma Sharir comes from the Karana Sharir.
Correct, sir.
The Karana, what is the meaning of Karana? The causal body.
Yes.
The causal body. What is the cause of the Sukshma Sharir?
Causal body.
What is the cause?
Cause is left out karmas only.
No. What is the cause?
I'm
The
not able to
cause-
guess.
Dear Mr. Krishna Sharma,
Yes, sir.
the cause is avidya,
Ignorance.
ignorance. When we are overcoming the ignorance, there is no Sukshma Sharir. The Sukshma Sharir is Maya. It does not exist. The moment the Sukshma Sharir is Maya, it does not exist. The Jeev Atma becomes one with the Paramatma.
That means finally, you are telling Jivatma is only merging with Paramatma.
Jivatma will become one with the Paramatma.
Jivatma is merging means Jivatma for each and everybody it is to transmigrate along with mind and ego.
Correct.
So finally we require the enlightenment for Jivatma, not for mind and ego.
You know,
mind and ego are to be killed.
Okay.
Sir, you
Now I'm
told
asking you
me
one-
that
I'm
mind
asking
and
you-
ego are to be killed.
I'm asking one question.
Yes,
You
sir.
are saying that we need the liberation for Jeev Atma, correct?
Jivatma from this another unnecessary attachments.
But who is the Jeev Atma?
Jivatma is part of Paramatma.
So does Paramatma need liberation?
No.
Who
It has
needs
to
liberation?
reach. Jivatma has to merge with Paramatma. It is
Who
not able
needs-
to merge just because of these impurities. Mind
So
and
the-
ego are impurities for Jivatma. It
So
has to
who
get
was-
rid of those impurities.
So who must be enlightened?
It is not enlightenment. It has to leave these impurities from it. Then
Yeah,
only
but
it will
who-
join Paramatma.
But who must be enlightenment for the Jeev Atma to be liberated?
Here enlightenment is the jnana about his own self. Jiva
Who must
will
get the jnana?
realize that it is part of Paramatma.
Who must get the jnana?
Sir. Jnana, Jivatma has to get.
Jeevatma. Jeevatma is Paramatma. He has already got all the jnana.
But this Maya is there, sir. Between
But you are
Paramatma and Jivatma, Maya is there.
My dear Krishna Sharma, please
Yes.
contemplate on what you're telling me. You are telling me that Paramatma is ignorant.
No. Jivatma is engulfed in Maya. It
No.
has to get out of that Maya.
My dear Krishna Sharma,
Yes, sir.
not the Jeev Atma, only the Jiva.
Jiva.
The Jeev-
Okay,
only
at
the-
least Jiva.
Please use the right term.
Okay. Jiva.
The Jiva is engulfed in ignorance.
Yes.
That Jiva, which is now the mind and the ego, when the Jiva uses the intellect and the consciousness and overcomes the ignorance, then the Atma, the Jeev Atma becomes one with the Paramatma. There is no Punarjanama, and that is moksha.
Again, my doubt is not clear, sir.
Because you know why? Because of the mind and ego. Again, you ask me tomorrow, but tomorrow you ask the question.
Again I will ask it, because my simple doubt is this one. Mind and ego are not having any independent powers to do anything. Unless until consciousness is attached to it, it cannot do anything.
So let me tell you one thing.
Yes, sir.
The consciousness is giving the power to the mind and ego.
Yes, I agree for it.
It is just like a man is telling, I was driving the car.
Yes.
I did the accident.
Yes.
But the fault is the petrol. Because petrol made me do the accident.
Not like that, sir.
No,
Not
are you
like that,
understanding are you understanding the analogy what I'm telling? Petrol only gives the power to the man to drive the car. The petrol is not responsible for the accident. The Atma gives the mind and ego the power to think and to discriminate. But the final karma and the final belongs to the mind and ego. Now, Atma is not responsible.
Tomorrow again we will discuss. Sir.
You should
Not
ask the question.
tomorrow.
First thing.
Is our
first
regular classes, 1 hour class is there. Saturday we will discuss, sir.
But I was very keen. I'm very keen, all of you, including Hitkari ji and including Surinder Goyal. I want you all to be 100% clear, because I am 200% clear on the subject.
No, you have to make us to clear.
So that is my goal. That's why I
Yes.
was hoping. But
Yes.
so we will continue. It
Yes,
is
sir.
becoming very interesting. But
No,
the time
Sudeep told everywhere is Atma only. This part, if not this Atma, the part of this Atma, that part of Atma will take care of it. Mind and ego will get these things. But it won't be like that, sir. Then there
Okay,
will
so
be no
you-
identity for us.
No, so
Saturday we will
tomorrow
discuss. Saturday
please-
we will discuss.
My dear
Thank you,
friends,
sir.
thank you for being genuine seekers on this path of enlightenment. I bow down to all of you and thank you. God bless all.